Okay, we're just outside of Molineux. It's finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, Chelsea 4 in the Carabao Cup for the last 16. Wolves are out the cup. We've got Marvellous Mike, we've got Sensational Stan, we've got Magic Moss, and we've got Super Sooty to chew the fat on that one. I'm going to go to Sooty first. How are you feeling at the end of that game, mate?
Not surprised. Not surprised. First half, absolutely dreadful. And like I've just said to you, Dave, 8 home games this season, conceding 2.5 goals a game. You will get relegated. I know it's a cup game, but we really needed a win tonight to try and get something on the go at Fulham. I'm not so sure this lot are invested in this manager, and I'm not sure this manager's invested in this club. It is the proverbial shit show still, Dave, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Magic, how are you feeling about that?
I'm disappointed, David, again. It was a great show, the second half, but the first half, they couldn't beat Bilston in the first half.
Bilston, I don't think they'd have beat, I don't think they'd have beat Cosley.
Cosley, no, but the second half, if they play like that in the Premiership, we've got a bit of a chance, but, that's what I think anyway.
Well, what you think matters a lot. A lot of people like what you think. Sensation, how are you feeling?
I'm quite happy with that performance. I don't accentuate the positive and the negative. We've got tons and tons of negativity. Last week, they was nearly booing off. They were shouting, "You're not fit to wear the shirt." This week, there they are. People are clapping them. All right, it wasn't a really good first half. But
the understatement of the year, that is.
No, not really, no. Because they showed a bit of spirit, and that's what you want with your team. As long as they're putting the spirit in and they're getting into it. And what we've got to try and find out is, why are we conceding these goals? The defence and the strategy towards the defence is absolutely diabolical. So from that point of view, yeah, I agree with everybody else. It's negative. If we didn't let the goals in, we'd have been all right tonight, because the spirited performance that they're putting in the second half, I think it was magic.
Marvellous.
It literally was a game of two halves, wasn't it? I mean,
the proverbial,
but as for the rest of our season, the first half we were dreadful, poor defending, poor communication, silly mistakes, but the second half there was a bit of spirit, bit of fight, and let's be honest, we got the point where they showed us some respect because that.
Do you give any credit to Vita for changing I think he changed the formation a little bit in the second, went back to a back four, I think, in the second half or do you just think that some of the players that had their chance in the first half to stake a claim just didn't perform?
Bit of both, didn't it? The players played, you could see they were trying, and of course Vita changed things. So you can't blame him for changing things. It almost got us the result, but you can see in the first half the problems we're having all season. There's some basic things going wrong, but the second half shows what could happen. We look like a team that's at the bottom of the table. We play like a team at the bottom of the table, but you can see there's quality. There is something there. We just need more of that kind of positive going forward.
Bravery.
Yeah.
Now listen, let's sum up the game in no shape or form. Wolves made many changes. I don't know how many changes was it. It was 11 changes, but so did Chelsea. Chelsea played a much changed team as well. So it's the same for both teams. The difference between both teams in the first half, and I've got to say, fair play to Chelsea. It's a midweek game. They sold out pretty much their allocation. So fair play to them. They were in, 15 minutes in, they're 2-0 up. They played in the first half, although they made many changes. They looked like they'd played together for months and months and months. And we look like 11 players had just walked through the door at Molineux and said, "You go and put the shirt on and play," and they just met each other for the first time. We look like complete strangers, like they'd never met each other before. It was so bad. Some of the mistakes that we made in the first half were just horrific. They cut through us at will. Young Lopez, a lot of people have been calling for him to start, and we were talking about this before the game. We got Boston Brian behind the scenes shaking his head. He loses the ball. He lost the ball. The third goal was... some of the defending was terrible. Vitor has made the changes in the second half. Rodrigo Gomez was brought on for Doherty, who got an injury. He was taken... I don't see that very often. I think he got about 20 minutes, but I think it was a tactical change. And, we got a great start in the second half. We scored a very early goal we need. And then I was saying to John all the way through the game, I said, if we get the second goal, John wanted in 10. I said, if 20, by the 75th minute, it's game on. And we did, just on the 74th minute, we got the second goal. Yerson Mascara was winding Delap up the whole game, really in his ear, and he got him sent off. And we got red card, and Wolves, you're just at the moment where you think, 2-3, they're down to 10 men, just like at the weekend. We have a throw-in, they lose the ball, it's a wonder strike, really. He's hit it inside the post, Sarah's no chance, and they've scored. We showed the character. Moller Wolf is, I think, probably our joint top scorer. He scored 2 goals tonight. The first goal that he scored was a fantastic shot, kept it low and finished it. And then he's managed to get it in. We bungled it in, and we just can't get the equaliser. But I agree with what they said. The second half performance, they showed spirit, they showed fight, they showed bravery, they showed some quality, they showed like they wanted it. But we also had that naivety that we've shown. We got caught against Burnley, because I just feel when things are going against you as a football club, as what's happening with us, when you're down the bottom of the table, the breaks always just seem to go against you. When you're flying at the top, these things go in, and we lost the game again. But they did show a lot of heart in the second half. The first half, absolutely dreadful. Second half, but again, we've fallen just short. But if we show this sort of heart fight from the start against Fulham at the weekend and going forward, like you say, there is something to go on. But again, we'll have to wait and see.
Well said, David.
Thanks, Dad. Sooty, let's go to you two again. Back to you with your thoughts on this. Your Leamore Windows man of the match, your Fox Shipley performance rating, and your Parkside dental care moment that made you smile.
Can I just quickly say, Dave, that the best sides play for 90 minutes.
100% right.
And the best players play for 90 minutes. They're switched on, and they're switched on for a good 20 minutes before kick-off. We've got to learn to switch on and do it fast. Yeah. It's the only chance we've got of survival.
We can't keep giving teams 2 and 3 goal starts. Against Sunderland, we didn't turn up in the first half. Against Burnley, we didn't turn up in the first half. And again tonight, we didn't turn up in the first half. You can't play for half. And Vitor Pereira said in his press conference after Sunderland, we showed 2 faces. We cannot show 2 faces, is what he put it. We've done it against Sunderland and against Burnley tonight.
You've got when he sends them over the white line, it is then down to them. They have got to have some self-pride and show the kahunas that they're not going to get bullied and battered off the ball. And if they do concede, that they have got the balls to dig in where it hurts and say, you are not going to beat us. And until you get that mentality in this side, where they've got the pride to play in that shirt with that crest above their heart, then nothing will change. They have got to have some self-pride. Okay, you can diss the manager all you like. He has made mistakes. We don't know if he's fully invested now. We don't know. He's made mistakes. But they as well get paid very well to play for 90 minutes, not for 45. So if they can play for 90 minutes like they did in the second half, they might have every chance of picking up points. But if you keep giving 3 goals away every game, mate, it's game over. It's ruthless.
It is, and the Premier League is ruthless. So Leamore Windows man of the match for Fox Shipley performance rating, and your Parkside dental care moment that made you smile.
Well, I thought the big man up front was absolutely outstanding.
Tulu, and I'll tell you what, with Tulu, we talk about that. He can finish. He can finish.
He is a centre-half's nightmare. But I'm going to give it Moller Wolf, because that lad's took so much stick and he never stopped, and he had a good game, got 2 goals, so it is tonight.
2 goals from full-back as well, yeah, wing-back. And your Fox and Shipley performance rating?
Just for the second half, I couldn't give it any more than a 1 in the first half.
I think that's generous in the first half.
And that's me.
I think there could be a minus on there if you could do minuses.
That is a generous score for me in the first half, because if you look at your phone, I sent you a message at half time, and it said, make sure you wait for me.
Is this for now?
Because I expected us to have got thumped 5 or 6-0 on that first half.
So you actually would have been a lot angrier.
It would have been blue. But second half, I'm going to give that an 8.5.
Yeah.
So, I'm not giving it a 9.5 overall, but for the balls they've showed to come back, and Chelsea did bring some of their big guns on at the end.
We played better with them on.
We did. So I'm going to give them, I know it's a loss, but there are positives there, and we've got to take something from this, because if we drop back into our normal self, what we've played in the first 9 games of Premier League, this is a waste. It's an opportunity, the second half, to carry on from that and say, look what we can do. So,
overall,
let's give it a 7.5.
Wow, that's great for a second half. And what made you smile today?
I don't really know, to be honest, Dave. There weren't a lot of smiling till the third goal went in. I thought, we could do this, but unfortunately I'll give it the third goal because it made me believe a little bit again that they didn't give up.
I love that. Dad, man of the match?
I'll say Wolf as well.
Moller Wolf, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Performance rating?
I'll give it a 7.
And what made you smile?
Well, made me smile because they played better the second half. If they got plenty of battle like that against Fulham, we got a chance to stay in the Premiership. I hope we do. This is a great club. It makes me cry to see the way they've been playing.
Love it, Dad. Sensation, you Leamore Windows man of the match? And why?
I'm going to get Joe Gomez. He puts his 110% in, so I'll give it to him, definite.
Yeah.
And I disagree entirely with all of you about the first half. Yeah, there were some mistakes. Yeah, we lost to 2 goals. But 3. Yeah, but there was some spirit there even in the first half, and you can't just sort of wipe them off and say. Sutty said a 1.
I think there might have been on the spirits in the first half. They're about that, son.
No. I'd give it a 3 for the first half.
Okay,
so,
that's very generous.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You used to be Craig Revel-Hallwood, and now you turned into...
To be fair, even Wang was having a good go at it. So I think you're giving them a disservice by giving them that sort of low score. And that's my opinion.
Someone put £50 in your back pocket.
No. Say it as you see it.
I love it, Stan.
Say it as you see it. And the second half, I thought that was tremendous. The spirit and the fight that they put in to come from that far down was remarkable. And I will give it a 7.5.
Fantastic. And what your Parkside dental care moment that made you smile?
My friend Barrett there, he come to the match with me. He comes occasionally.
He's taking all the credit for the second half, by the way.
Yeah, he said his was the second half and mine was the first half. So
that's about right, isn't it?
So,
okay. Yeah. Marvellous, Mike. Performance rating, man of the match. What made you smile?
So, performance, yeah, we've talked about the first half. I'd say overall a 7 because of the fight back and the determination second half, so 7. Man of the match, I'm with you, Joe Gomez. I think the Wolf had a brilliant game. I mean, it was tied up, but Joe Gomez, game after game, puts that shift in. So I'm recognising the hard work game after game. So Joe Gomez. And what made me smile? We had a go. We actually had a go and came back, and we could have got, without that last mistake, we could have got a result. So that made me smile. We actually had a go.
Love it. Right, for me, I'm going to give my Fox at Shipley performance rating. I'm probably going to give it I can't give anything for the first half. I'm sorry. I mean, I know they went on the pitch, but we didn't look like a team. We looked like an absolute bunch of strangers. Looked like we never played any again, so I can't give anything. Second,
that's a cop out, that is, Dave. To give a 0 You cannot give a 0.
I can do watch my channel. I can give a 0.
when they've been out there, and all right, that didn't suit your performance, but it certainly wasn't a 0.
Well,
even Sooty give them a 1. Come on.
I know. I thought you struggle. Okay, I'll give them a 0.5 then. You've talked me up. I'll give them a 0.5. Look, first off, we just didn't look like a team at all. I'm not saying they didn't try, because they're professional. They did try, but we didn't look like a team. We couldn't pass the ball. We were just kicking it long. We were being pressed by Chelsea had a complete change team, and they looked like a cohesive unit. So I'm sorry. I'll give it a 0.5 for that they went on the pitch. The second half, however, for the fight and the effort, I'm giving the second half a 9 because they played, as I said, they played with spirit, they played with fight, they were brave, they showed that they cared, and because they showed that they cared, and because of the fight, they played for the badge. They brought the fans with them, and the difference between the end of this week, they went round the whole stadium, and the whole fans gave them applause and appreciated because they played for the badge. And as a Wolves fan, the least we expect from our team, even if things are going wrong, is that they will run through brick walls for this badge on our chest. For the fans that turn up, 24,000 tonight. For a Carabao Cup game, and if they do that and they run through brick walls for our team and they run across fire for us, we will give them that respect back. The fans won't if they don't, but they showed that with heart in the second half. We fell short, but they were on the ground floor, we were on the floor knocked out, and they've got off the floor and they threw punches in the second half, and we lost on points. But as Sooty says, if they carry that on and take the positives out of this second half performance, and they start like that with the wonderful Wolves fans that are going to travel to Fulham at the weekend, and they play with that positivity, that fight and that heart, there's half a chance, and that's what they have to do. But we cannot give teams 2 and 3 goal starts. So I'm going to give overall I'll give it a 7 for the overall. What made me smile was the fight in the second half and the unity that the fans and the players had at the end. And my man of the match, he is our captain. He plays like a captain. He literally carries this club on his shoulders, and I'm going to give it to Joe Gomez because he puts everything 150% on the pitch, and to me he acts like our captain on the pitch, so that's what I'm going with. Anyway, look, we're going to be at Fulham. We'll see what happens there. We've got some great people here with us. If you always want to show, we've got some wonderful people here. Wave everyone, keep the faith, and let's see what happens at the weekend. Until the next one, from all of us, always Wolves.